We get a lot of calls on our shade cloth on the different types that we have. We have the knitted shade cloth and the woven shade cloth. So I want to tell you a little about each one of those today and the different percentages of it. Basically, like the name says, the woven shade cloth is a woven material that weaves in and out. The only disadvantage of this over the knitted is that it will unravel if you don't have a edging or something on it. If you puncture it, it will also unravel. It comes in sort of like a thread. It's like this one here. They'll start coming unraveling. And the knitted shade cloth is like the name implies. It's knitted where every little stitch is virtually tied together where it will not unravel on you. Even if you punch a hole in it, you can actually even cut a circle in it and it won't unravel on you like I'm going to do here, show you here. So like this, that would actually, if you cut a hole in it, that's as far as it would go. And you could mend this yourself with like a zip tie or something to put it back together, whereas in the woven you couldn't do that. I want to start with some samples of the knitted shade cloth, the percentage, and we'll start with the 30 and go to the 90. And that's the 30 is the lowest that we have, and this would be the 30% black knitted shade cloth. The next one will be the 40% black knitted shade cloth. And the next one will be 50%. It all comes in 10% increments. 50% black knitted. The 60% black knitted shade cloth. %70 black knitted shade cloth. And the 80% black knitted. And the last one is the 90% black knitted. And I will talk about this binding just in a few minutes. Then we also have the colored knitted shade cloth. We have this one is the Merlot. It's a 70% Merlot. This is a very good quality shade cloth. The knitting on it is a little bit different on these higher grades here. And these are mostly used for like residential outside. They're not used much for growers or people like that. They're for outside for your pergolas, your gazebos or what have you. This was an 87% forest green. This is a good one for privacy fence also. A lot of construction people use this. And this is the 87% steel gray. Nice shade cloth. Then the 50% white shade cloth, 50% white. And you look at it and there's not let enough light in for 50%, but the thing of it is, it's more, it goes by the amount of light, so you can see the different pattern of it. It's almost close to this 80%, but it's still, it'll let in 50% of the light, and that's the way it's graded. And we have the 70% blue, royal blue, ultra blue, excuse me. 60% forest green. And this 65% tan, ultra tan. This is a very popular color. We sell a lot of this for residential. Then we have the 65% red. Okay, and that's all of our colors that we have. Then I want to move on to the woven shade cloth. I want to show you samples of that, starting with the 30% woven. 30% woven. 47% woven. 55% woven. 63% woven, and the 73% woven, 80% woven material. Now this woven material, you have to pretty much have a binding on the edges of it. And the binding is made out of it's a material like a seatbelt material. We just fold it over the edge and double sew it with a heavy duty On this side you can really see it. Heavy duty ultra UV treated thread, nylon thread. So this is a very strong material. This is where all your pull and everything is done on this on the edging. And these brass grommets are like 1-inch grommets with a 1/2-inch hole in them. And they're machine pressed every so often. You can have these wherever you want them. You can have every 12 inches, 18 inches, wherever you request. Some people want 3 in the corner, one like this for a different pull. So this is pretty much got to be done with the woven material, because you don't, it goes every which way. But on the knitted shade cloth, the advantage of this is very lightweight. You can use these little, what we call clippets, for like your own grommets. And these, you should take this one apart. To take them apart, you can reuse them. You can take a screwdriver and pop them loose. But they have little prongs in them. They hold pretty good, as you see. And you just take it and you work it into your material. But clap this down, snap it in place, and you have a place where you can tie your rope or whatever, your bungee cord or whatever. You can hook it this way, horizontally or vertically, either way you want to do it. Now, we can make any size of material that you want. We can make 6 foot by 3 foot, 5 foot, whatever you want. We can customize any size that you would like. Now, the knitted shade cloth, the standard size without doing any sewing or anything, just regular normal widths. We have a 6, 10, 12, 14, 20, 26, 32 width, standard width. And that length can be any length that you want, because it could come off of a master rope. And even if you wanted a 4 foot wide by 6 foot or 5 foot, that's not a problem. We just have to cut it down. We can custom make any size that you want. It can be, if it's an irregular size, like a four different dimensions, you might have to send in a drawing for us to go by. But we can pretty much make anything that you want, out of any color, any style. But normally the colored shade cloth is usually about 30% more than the black standard shade cloth. If you have any questions or anything on this, just give us a call. 866-673-7014, and we can talk more about it.